We just came to party. It's obvious soon as we started. We going hard, you know about our shit. Flow's retarded, so if you love to party, go ahead, grab somebody, jump up and down, bang and stomp around. The sounds of OCDs just started.
Yo, let's tear the roof off this bitch. It's OCD, who's ready for the switch? It's blatant. These boys ain't complacent. Shake the foundation, the seed in the basement. Part-time MCs, change your placement, it's obvious. Your efforts are wasting. Ask the question, who are you rating? Who blows up the party without the creating? OCD. Short for amazing, original ciphers, different directions, transient beings, cast no reflection, still leave you sweating from heat in the session. Heads are spinning for facts that we mentioned, cerebral low, lost with attention. How could it be? The power we manifest, lyrical advocates further than
double L, cerebral and sniper the topless. You know that's me, I'm the dude with the hot shit. OCD saying never gonna stop this. Bang your heads like you're stuck up in a mosh pit. Rock kids, mix it and rap, make the crowd go wild. DJ pull it back. Lost kids, locked in the flats, open up closed doors when they hear this track. Sun is shining. The weather is sweet. You're listening to the sound of OCD.
We just came to party. It's obvious soon as we started. We going hard, you know about our shit. Flow's retarded, so if you love to party, go ahead, grab somebody, jump up and down, bang and stomp around. The sounds of OCDs just start. We just came to party. It's obvious soon as we started. We going hard, you know about our shit. Flow's retarded, so if you love to party, go ahead, grab somebody, jump up and down, bang and stomp around. The sounds of OCDs just started.
We make the realest kind of beats and breaks in it. OCD's in the game to win it. You've had 21 seconds, let me roll for a minute. Jump up, roll around and get with it. Maximum boost to all MCs that kill it. Yo, this is how we live it. Only gravity can hold me down, that's the law of physics. Time to raise your spirits, more energy than nuclear fission. Bang hits all sides of the kingdom. Badder than bad on every system, every fashion and style that I'm bringing. Collect like minds, lose its religion. Gain knowledge and build wisdom. OCD is the clip on a mission. Now listen.
So the spirits come along and they say to me, you have to go into the jungle and you're going to drink ayahuasca. So I went into the jungle, I found a shaman, and I drank ayahuasca. And during that first ceremony, I found my apprenticeship.
As we tear down Babylon, brick by brick, piece by piece, brush them to smithereens. Over beats to double L.
I came to this jungle looking for the shaman, to learn knowledge, to get trained. I got questions, need explaining. Who manifests these spells we are making? Who talk for days? The word was spoken. The third eye's wide open. My 7 chakras awoken. Then the Babylon spell got broken. Come to the jungle, now I'm the shaman. Draw for the power of thunder, raid. It's no Mortal Kombat. I won't draw for souls, I'm not on that. Why? The vibration's high. Can't test I and I speak to the Buddha and Rastafari. When we chat to the prophet, it's all no lie.
You with the shame, I smoke with the Rasta. Learn from the prophet, teach the pastor. They go serve the same master. Too many questions, one answer. You with the shame, I smoke with the Rasta. Learn from the prophet, teach the pastor. They go serve the same master. Too many questions, one answer.
Deep in the jungle, knees in the dirt, next to the tribal leader. Speaking the word of the healer, I'm feeding the word. Seeking the teacher vine, mimosa creeper, M-A-O-I inhibitor. Elio vine can't mimic us, sacred mixtures boiled in vinegar. Recipe taught by ancient visitors. Feet on the ground, I feel like I'm slipping away when my eyes look through to the clearing. The sun beats down and my face is burning. What's that in my peripheral hearing? Ingesting the chemical gateway, exiting the physical plane.
inspecting the neural pathway, assessing spiritual pain.
You with a shame I smoke with a rasta. Learn from the prophet, teach the pastor. They gon' stop the same master. Too many questions, one answer. You with a shame I smoke with a rasta. Learn from the prophet, teach the pastor. They gon' stop the same master. Too many questions, one answer.
Now, it's no joke to drink ayahuasca.
Ayahuasca, alright, Boga. One dose, game over. Heart of the forest, chilling with the elders, learning customs of ancient cultures. Shamanic technology. We fulfill the prophecy. No words describe this logically. Close both eyes, you might see properly. Wait, can you feel it? Hold it in before you release it. You've got the key to revealing the secret.
How do I put it? It was like, what do you care about them? What do you care about those people? What difference does it make to you? Take care of your own life. Do the best you can for you and your family. What do the rest of the people mean to you? They don't mean anything to you. They're just serfs. They're just people. You know, what's the end goal? The end goal is to get everybody chipped, to control the whole society. They want a one-world government controlled by them. Everybody has an RFID chip implanted in them. And if you're like me or you, and you're protesting what they're doing, they can just turn off your chip.
One, two, 1, 2. Welcome back to the one and only.
Rise above, generate, rise above, extinguish fear.
Holy shit! It's a brand new year. It's 2026. Well, it's not, is it? Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Sorry, we can't even celebrate.
April 1st is the new year.
We can't
But then
even
that's
celebrate New Year because we're so fucking woke.
We're only going on the Christian calendar, the Gregorian.
The Gregorian
fucking-
calendar, you know, where everything's a lie. So let me start by saying happy fake New Year.
Welcome to January.
Welcome to January of the year that they call 2026. This is Rise Above Live, Rise Above TV.
85 peasants currently tuned in, guys. Don't forget, share the stream to your nan. Yeah, she's been missing us over the Christmas period.
We hope your nan had a lovely Christmas.
I hope she got some nice gifts, some chockies.
Yeah, so first of all, big up to all the family, big up to all the community, the Ramesh community. I see you there in the comment section. Who have we got tuned in? Oh, big up Kim, Smarty KD, Pisces Queen Vibes, Pamela Swan. I see we've got Baz Nowhere on a new handle there.
What's he on? What's he on?
He's called Baz Nowhere, not the
there
Artist
he is.
Liaison Officer. Big shout out to Yorkshire Robert. Big shout out to everyone.
I know the Glitter Art is tuned in. I should assume my wonderful wife Becky S is tuned in.
To everyone that supported us all throughout the year they called 2025. And a special big shout to everyone that came to meet us live in the flesh in the two opportunities which we presented in 2025. What was it? March and August?
March and August, Michael.
So massive shout. Kyle Rattigan, I see you there, brother. The boys are back in town. That's what I'm talking about. Show us some love.
I bet he's wearing his Word to Your Nan t-shirt. I bet he's got it on.
Big shout out to everyone that supported us last year by buying t-shirts, merch, and adorning themselves with the Ramesh iconography and help spread our Ramesh vibrations around the peasant realm when you wear your t-shirts, your hoodies, and all stuff like that. So we just want to basically start off the new fake year by saying a massive thank you.
Word to your nan.
Word to your nan. Now, I don't know if anyone was paying attention last year, but apart from a very controversial announcement that we made, I sort of said that we were going to be back on Patreon on the 6th, which I believe is like Wednesday. or something like that. So first of all, we're ahead of time.
Yes, we are. Yeah,
We're ahead of time. We've started the year.
we've gone back in time.
We've gone back in time. Yeah, we're so ahead of ourselves. We've actually travelled back in time. We're still in 2025, recording videos before the annual governmental Ramesh
the
shutdown.
The
The
governmental
yearly
shutdown.
shutdown. So we hope you all enjoyed your shutdown. Right. Okay.
There's fucking so much in this WhatsApp group.
my
It is
God.
unbelievable.
I'm already losing my train of thought. There were two things that I said at the back end of last year. That one of them was we'd be back on January the 6th. We've already established that.
J6.
J6. We've already beat that. We've travelled back in time. It's J2. The other thing which Andy PG was on side with me with this one. We said that Rise Above is changing and evolving this year. And it's moving off of YouTube. And that actually starts tonight, believe it or not. I know you are watching this on the regular YouTube channel, Rise Above Live, but this broadcast is going to only be an hour tonight. Guess what? At 9 o'clock, another broadcast starts on Patreon. And tonight, Michael, we're giving it away for free on Patreon. Right, so I just want to start.
First one's always free, peasants.
This is how we get you hooked, kiddies. Right, so let's get the QR code up. So to let everyone know, if you sign up to Patreon, it doesn't cost anything.
I see our website's all good.
Yeah, the cyber attacks have finished. The Cubish sex bots.
The SWP.
The SWP were thwarted. Yeah, so yeah, it's back up.
They've been thwarted.
So this broadcast tonight on YouTube is only going to be an hour, and we are going to be slowly retracting from YouTube. Okay? Patreon tonight.
It's fucking dangerous talking on YouTube
It's
now.
dangerous.
It is dangerous.
And especially...
it's
with-
worse than during COVID. It is worse than during COVID.
Do you know what's so funny though? That while everyone's been given the false sense of security and been given their anti-COVID channels back, including myself, the Double LMC channel is now back and available. Everyone, we should have a QR code for that. With all of the hot videos that were banned during the COVID Union,
We should have a QR code for that.
We've got that back. But now there are other things which are have a completely new set of guidelines and protocols for that you can't talk about.
It's getting shady. People are getting doors knocked on and stuff.
For this reason, guys, we have to diversify. Now, everyone knows that Patreon, to unlock the full potential, is £3 a month. $3.33. I think it's actually the minimal amount you're allowed to charge on Patreon. You can't charge any less. That's how we do it around here. Tonight, we will give it to you
Because we're not
for
Jewish.
free. So Danny Street said, forgot it was Friday. Yeah, it's actually Friday today, believe it or not. Believe it or not. Says, nice while it lasted. Believe it or not, all good things come to an end. You know, there's always going to be a point in time where the platform something's born on is either not suitable anymore or it doesn't serve its purpose. And in many ways, YouTube is sort of doing both of those
Hell, we're
things.
only using Patreon to try before we transition to our own website.
To our
full
completely
time.
own independent platform.
Because even on Patreon, we're not even allowed the full extent of the streaming services because of,
we've already been banned from streaming on Patreon.
because of slur words, the R word, saying, you know,
yeah. So
anti-Septicism.
everything's
It's all
evolving.
being flagged.
Everything's evolving, but I'm going to let you know what you're going to get if you go over to Patreon tonight, and it was going to be free, by the way. You can sign up to Patreon for free. We've got 500 something free people and 200 something paid. I'm going to be giving an exclusive story that I don't think most people are hearing about in this part of the world at the moment.
Bradley Golden's in the chat.
Bradley Golding from back in the Dizzle.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Bradley Golden. We haven't seen you for years, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has been a while. So the story I'm going to be talking about tonight is personal to me because it involves Southeast Asia. It involves an area of Southeast Asia called the Golden Triangle and other areas as well that I'm familiar with.
Highly sought after tourist destination.
I've just come back from Southeast Asia, and it was a bit more than a 3-week holiday for me. It was a kiss goodbye to a part of a time in my life as I'm getting older that I'm not going to be involved in anymore. You know, the international party scene and doing raves out in Asia and stuff like that. And anyway, this story involves high-level geopolitics, human trafficking, organ harvesting,
Yo, it's Mr.
cyber slavery, something called the pig butchering scam,
Gosh.
and levels of international criminality that are more sophisticated than we hear
me tell
about in the West.
Unbelievable.
A big story is happening in Southeast Asia at the moment, and I've got a pretty good handle on it for reasons that I'm going to explain in this in-depth chat that I'm going to have with Andy PG on Patreon tonight at 9 o'clock.
I haven't even heard this scoop. In full.
Not in full. I've given you bits and pieces.
Yeah.
I've mapped some of it out, not all of it, and I'm going to tell people why I think I have a little, not a massive insight, but a little bit more of an insight than your average Farang that's just gone to Southeast Asia and heard about this stuff. I have got a bit of an insight into this story, and it's a crazy story. So yeah. The human trafficking, cyber slavery, pig butchering scam story is coming on Patreon at 9 p.m.
For
tonight.
free, peasants, for free.
And then once you've seen everything that's available on Patreon, the rest is history, as far as I'm concerned.
We've just recorded before we did
yes,
this.
PG, go, take them away.
I've just recorded some vital information that has been brought to me by no other than the man himself, Nick Griffin.
Why is it so vital?
Because it changes the game of the Islamification of Europe and the West, about who's behind it, why it's being done specifically, and everything is not what it may seem, Michael.
I'd like to address some of these comments. Flembo, shame guys, we'll miss your stuff on YouTube. We'll still be on YouTube, mate. It's just going to be clips. What's going to happen going forward is when the transition is complete, the full 2 or 3 hour show will always be behind a paywall. I'm not afraid to say it, I'm not afraid to admit it, but I think that our product now has got to a stage where it's good enough that if you like Rise Above and you want to support us, a couple of pounds a month isn't
We're
too
going
much.
into the 6th year.
A sixth
that
year.
We've done it.
Thousands of hours of our time has been given up for free. You know, thousands of pounds has been invested into this project before it ever even broke
We've got
even.
other stuff coming up as well, guys, that you're obviously going to have access to. But like me and Lance, we're planning a documentary.
Yeah,
that we're going to be doing as well. But obviously, you know, that's going to be that's a lot of work and our own money. So we're going to have to recuperate some of that back and stuff like that. It's, you know, we got some good shit on the horizon. Obviously, events and stuff like that. You can catch us at the end of the month, actually.
Yeah. Let's talk about that.
That's up there.
Let's just share the screen right here. This is the next opportunity to catch us guys in the flesh. We are going to be appearing in Southampton.
Cheapy as well. It's not even expensive.
£12 a ticket. The Attic in Totton in Southampton. It's a comedy club. Mark Devlin and Rise Above are going to be there. We're going to be doing 2 separate presentations. One from Mark, one from ourselves.
We'll be talking about our MI33 operations so far.
It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be giving the inside scoop into what we have found.
Yeah, it's going to be super chilled. It's not going to be like, you know, an event where everyone's going to have to, like, you know, grab yourself a drink and just, it will be well chill.
Yeah, come along.
We'll probably go for some drinks, maybe some food somewhere afterwards, if there's anywhere nearby that's not too much of a shit pit.
Let's just get the QR code on the screen. So yeah, so just to let you know, this broadcast is going to go dead at about 9:15, and then we're going to head over to YouTube. Right, so PG, as in normal fashion.
I think we're getting some shit in the chat here.
Oh God! Well, we are. Hey, I'm prepared for the criticism. I'm prepared for it.
Not my problem. Freedom isn't free.
Freedom isn't free. We never claimed to be giving away freedom.
Nice one. It lasted. Yeah, all right, mate.
What time is the event? Diego Tequila. Scan the QR code, mate. I'm going to presume it starts at something like 7 o'clock.
Scan the Schwab code, guys.
Go to the Schwab code.
Get down with the program.
Right, PG. What are these talking points? Which
right.
Since the last time we broadcasted, an awful lot has happened, as per fucking usual.
I've had to pick. There's so much in the WhatsApp group, but I'm picking 3. I'm picking 3 of my favourites.
And by the way, I forgot to queue up anything that you sent me.
That's fine. That's
fine.
fine.
If I just move the WhatsApp group over here. Yeah.
Right, just go down to the bottom. No. I'm sending it to you directly, or is this, mate? Yeah. Go. Is that?
So this is at the bottom.
Right.
Here.
So just go just slightly up. There's a Rumble link there, just above that asset. Click that, and just have that on the sideline.
Okay, cool. And I've just clocked
You're gonna
because we are going to be sharing this video.
Yeah, just
what we
pause.
need to do is we need to actually get rid of this and make sure that we are sharing the screen with the full audio, because otherwise that will be a disaster. So we need to do that.
If you just go to 4 minutes and 3 seconds, 4 hours, 3 minutes and 57 seconds.
4 hours?
Yeah, because like he's got a 2.5 hour intro on there.
So 4 hours. How many minutes?
4 hours, 3 minutes and 59 seconds.
Okay,
That's fine.
58
seconds.
seconds.
Yeah, that's
should
fine.
do
Just
the trick.
and then
Right.
that goes back to the WhatsApp, Michael.
Okay, so we're just getting them queued up here.
Yeah, just getting them
You can already see where this is going.
queued up.
And is this the YouTube link?
So yes, go to that and then
Right.
go to. Actually, yeah, just play the intro here. Yeah, that's fine. Just play it. So, so basically, Nick Fuentes broke the internet shortly after Lance left, actually, for Thailand.
Didn't we give these guys, the YouTube crowd, a little introduction to the fentanyl epidemic on a Friday night just before? Because obviously we talked about this on Patreon a lot.
Should we get rid of the overlay or change the? Here we go.
Let me just do that one.
Yeah. I mean, the rise of Nick Fuentes is. He's the most prominent political streamer now in the US. He is the most hated. He was on a no-fly list. He's not allowed bank accounts. He can't process credit cards.
Groiper is the word of the year from Time magazine.
It is. Groiper is the word of the year. His army. He's got an army of Groipers. He calls his followers.
See, I just want to say something before we go any further. I know that some people, when we first started going on about like Nick Fuentes and this rise of this new right, people are like, why are they going on about this? But once again, we were ahead of the game.
Absolutely.
This guy has now gone on to fucking Piers Morgan.
Yeah.
He's had the most views ever.
Guys, it's only a matter of time before he's on Joe Rogan. He's already talking about him on there, and it's only a matter of time. He can't hide forever. Joe Rogan can't put him off forever.
Right, am I pressing play?
No, yeah. Go on, just give the little interview here. A little intro.
Reader, an NPR fan, a Daily Wire subscriber, or an avid consumer of all things Tucker Carlson. For several months now, there's been no avoiding the subject of Nick Fuentes. And let's be clear, the main reason you're hearing about him is because he's popular. A large number of people.
The main reason you hear about him is because he's fucking everywhere and everybody's talking about him. This cannot be completely organic.
I've been listening to Fuentes now, like regularly, for nearly 5 months, and he's my favourite to listen to. He is.
People, especially young men, are interested in what he has to say. What that says about our society and our culture is the subject of ferocious debate. For many people, it's a grave indictment of an insidious immorality. For others, he's a product of a culture which has turned on its own and left many young people feeling listless and bitter. He's either a litmus test for right-wing hypocrisy on free speech or a walking, talking manifestation of where the lines should be drawn. And a frankly preposterous amount of airtime has been spent on debating everything from his ideology to his sexuality and whether anyone should actually talk to him at all.
If I were writing a glossary entry on the Streisand effect, I wouldn't put a picture of her next to it. I would put a picture of Nick Fuentes.
They have opted to not do so when it comes to Nazis like Nick Fuentes.
Fuentes takes this guy apart brick by brick. It's a full takedown.
My concern is that people who are a bit more moderate are deeply alarmed by Nick Fuentes.
I was very happy to see that, like, Nick Fuentes really passed that test with flying colors.
That fragmentation is being caused purposefully by a splinter faction of people.
Right, I've got to say it though. This is Shapiro Steen, who, on the face of it, in this pantomime,
He's a fucking little rat.
Is the opposite of fentanyl, right?
Yeah.
This is like kryptonite and fentanyl. I hate to say it, right? If sometimes I close my eyes and I listen to Nick Fuentes and I hear this guy talk. And sometimes I look at him and I think if you grew his hair a little bit, took off the little hat and shaved his beard off, he would look the same as Nick Fuentes.
He wouldn't, but I can see what you're saying.
You know that type of Tommy Robinson fucking Wasid Kempson thing. You know what I'm saying? Where it's the same person.
I know.
Yeah, but can you see?
Yeah.
Listen to the voice. It's the tone of his voice is the same.
Led by a young man named Nick Fuentes.
That's the war. Can you get the beef prices down? Not crazy things that Nick Fuentes or these other loons say on social media.
Well, it looks like all the screaming about Nick Fuentes on the internet is finally dying down a little bit.
So now we had on this guy, this Fuentes guy, and never challenged him.
You should have Nick Fuentes on your show, and you could ask him questions about that.
The truth is, it doesn't make a lot of sense to spend all this time talking about Nick Fuentes, but not actually to Nick Fuentes. People who say you shouldn't give him a platform.
This is the guy that just started his podcast with a 5-minute introduction of other people talking about Nick Fuentes.
Yeah, no, the hypocrisy levels in this.
It's so funny.
This whole interview was fucking career suicide for Piers Morgan. He got his ass handed to him for 2 hours, right? And the blowback from this online was fucking. I've never seen nothing like it, Lance.
Overlooked the very obvious fact that he.
It was just like instant meme legendary.
I'll tell you something, right? Piers Morgan has blocked me.
Has he?
Piers Morgan has personally blocked me.
Wow.
I looked at it the other night. I said to Becky, "Oh, Piers Morgan's taken his Instagram page down," and she looked it up and said, "No, he's blocked you." He's actually blocked me.
Which is more likely Piers Morgan has taken
and I'll
down
tell
his,
you why.
his
I'll tell you
Instagram
why.
and
I'll tell you why he's blocked me later on after this.
Okay.
Already has a platform of his own, which is often bigger than most of the people complaining, and he uses it to speak unchallenged to his many followers. It's on that basis that I've invited him to appear live and uncensored on my platform, and Nick Fuentes joins me now.
He looks like the fucking Grinch.
He's fucking brilliant, mate.
By the Christmas tree.
Nick Fuentes, welcome to Uncensored.
Hi, great to be with you.
I don't know you. I don't think we've ever met. You can correct me if that's wrong. I know about you. I know that increasingly people are talking about you in a more mainstream.
What a weird way to start
I know.
an interview.
I don't know you.
I don't know you.
It's horrible. It's hostile right from the off.
So hostile.
Like 3 seconds in, and it's hostile.
Environment than you may be used to. So for those who know nothing about Nick Fuentes, I want this to be an opportunity to get to the real person. I don't know who that person is, but I do want to use this opportunity to get there. I've seen you talk as we prepared for this in exchanges with people and on your show, saying you fear it's going to be very hostile, it's going to be an ambush, all those kind of things. I don't intend it to be overtly hostile. I don't intend to ambush you. I intend it to be an examination of what you said on the record.
An examination?
of
I mean, who the fuck is
He's
he?
treating him like he's fucking
Yeah.
Hannibal Lecter.
Look
or
at this.
something
Look,
like that.
Glitterati saying you two need to go on Piers Morgan. I'd love to go on Piers Morgan. I would just fucking just go at him. Honestly.
What's he going to do? Ask us whether we like Nick Fuentes?
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Mark?
yeah.
He's
Like-
fucking cool.
Right, let's if we just skip forward here now, Michael, to 59 minutes.
Right, I can see you've written down the best times. Right,
Yeah,
59 minutes.
So basically this is what Piers Morgan's doing. He's like fucking acting like the judge, jury, and executioner.
Because what we need to remember is, for many normies, this is be the first time they've heard of Fuentano, or their first time they've experienced him. They haven't been studying this guy for like 6 months.
59 minutes exactly, Michael.
Okay, well, 59:07, 58.
49 is fine. There you go.
Okay, let's go.
And you could even say the same about blacks in the United States. Of course, there were black and white
He's
people.
been
that were
drilling
friendly
him
with
about
each other,
racism
but
and-
in many
right.
ways, they were set against each other as groups. And I think that's easy enough to understand.
The reason that many people think you're anti-Semitic is that you have regularly downplayed the Holocaust, and in particular the number of Jewish people
Here we
who
go.
were murdered by the Nazis. It's been said that you believe no more than several 100,000 have been killed. And I want to play you this clip.
People talk about, well, what about the gas chambers? Well, to the extent that that's real, I find that hard to believe, but to the extent that's real, there have been atrocities committed and genocides committed in all times and all places. Let's acknowledge why Hitler casts the long shadow. Because that confers a political benefit upon Jews. That's why.
It doesn't really sound correct to me. Wait a second. It takes
So
1
this was
hour
like
to cook
10
a
years ago.
Wow,
yeah.
this is like
This was his
Junior
first ever
Fuentes.
studio. His first ever studio when he was like 18 years old. Here, this one was.
And look, for anyone in the comment section that's thinking, why are these two going on about Fuentano again? We have to remember.
We'll come to that afterwards.
We cannot downplay the cultural significance that, whether it's him or some other puppet, or whether he's a puppet or not, that's another conversation. but someone going on these mainstream platforms and saying these things, this is a first. This is a groundbreaking cultural moment. Whether you want to admit that or not, it is. And that's why we're paying it attention.
And there is more to it than that, but we'll get to that later, guys. Just hold tight.
And Anthony J1LO, you are right. Fuentes has been around for years.
Yes.
But it's only in the last couple of months.
We're not specifically talking about Fuentes. We're talking about... Look, just stay with us, guys. Stay with us.
Batch of cookies, and you have 15 ovens, probably in 4 different kitchens, right? Doing 24 hours a day, every day for 5 years. How long would it take you to make $6 million? I don't know. It certainly wouldn't be 5 years, right? The math doesn't seem to add up there.
You think that's funny?
It's funny. It's amusing what you're doing because, that one was a joke. But do you want to talk seriously about the Holocaust?
I do, actually. I do, because I just find it extraordinary that you would think the Holocaust could ever be something that we could joke about.
Why, too soon? Is it too soon to make jokes?
How many people do you think died in the Holocaust? How many Jewish people?
Check this out. He trolls him now.
I don't know. I'm thinking maybe 7 million. What's the number? 6 million, something like that.
So you
8 million?
What's that? 8 million. Wait a minute. What's that 7-6 reference?
And that's 6-7. It's 6-7 that the
Is it
kids
six?
are all the children are all
Right,
doing. Yeah,
okay.
it's 6-7. But
I thought it's 7.
But he just said what?
can
7
see
million,
that 6
8 million. But listen to him. He trolls him here, and Piers has no idea.
Jews died in the Holocaust.
Possibly more. Possibly, we're discovering all the time. So it could maybe even be more than that.
So why
Upwards of 10.
have you doubted the numbers in the past?
I'll tell you why. I really think that every death is a tragedy, however many Jewish people died in the Holocaust. And I'm not a World War II historian, so I'm actually open to believing the official narrative, and I've read some of the conspiracy theories. And to tell you the truth, it's a rigorous debate. But what's interesting about this is in many countries, it's not even legal to talk about it. And that's really where my interest in the Holocaust begins and sort of ends, to tell you the truth, is that if you wanted to question the number, you would be put in jail in about, 17 or 18 European countries. And I think that's really the more interesting conversation, which is that this is almost like a religious dogma in the West. No other genocide, no other atrocity is treated like this. Could you imagine if in the United States they said the number of Palestinians killed in Gaza is 100,000, and if you don't say that, you're going to jail, you're banned on X, you can't have a job? That's the part that's totally insane. And a lot of people, they can't even make up their minds. I think it's actually done a disservice. If your goal, and I'm not saying you as Piers Morgan, but if you're an advocate for awareness about this, if your goal is to convince everybody that this is the way the Holocaust happened, I think the last thing you'd want to do is say that everyone that disagrees is in jail and is banned and you're not allowed to say it. So there's really been no open debate about the subject since the scholarship started to be produced about 60 years ago.
But there is no debate to be had about the number of people.
There's no debate.
This is what we're seeing here. Is,
Look at Nick's face.
Is someone perfectly articulating all of the talking points.
He was the only one. He was the only one that would be able to do this on a mainstream platform, and get away with it, and put it across so eloquently.
But what I'm saying is, if you broke down what he just said and the way he said it, it was actually very good.
Yeah.
Because
this is why he's dangerous.
This is why Piers Morgan literally is almost talking past him at this point. He cannot deal with what he's saying.
Piers Morgan's well out of his depth here.
Oh,
well out of his depth.
He's 33.
It gets worse.
This,
like I said earlier, this was career suicide for Piers Morgan,
who were murdered. Even the Nazis in the trials after the war confirmed the numbers. The amount of documentation.
No, there was no
recovered,
documentation.
Notwithstanding
David Irving's
the
still
attempts by the
offering
Nazis
£1,000
to destroy it. The amount of documentation that was saved and preserved and used for trials and for historical record is unprecedented in the history of mass slaughter of human beings. So we have a very clear idea of how many people were gassed to death in the gas chambers.
Not one document about that.
We have a very clear idea of how many were starved to death, were kept in ghettos, died of disease, of forced labor, of death
documents of
marches.
that, yeah.
We know how many Jews were slaughtered. It's at least 6 million.
At least.
What's interesting to me is that you appear to now concede that, which may be news to a lot of your regular viewers who have constantly heard you quibble with the number of Jews who died in the Holocaust. And for the record, just to confirm what I think you told me, you do now accept that at least 6 million Jews were killed in the Holocaust.
Well, no, I said it could even be higher than
well,
that.
it could be
I
higher.
said it could be-
That
I
is
think
true.
it's at least.
But you
I think you're
accept
right.
at
It is
least.
at least. Oh, it's at least 6 million. But it
Okay.
could be 100
Well,
times
people are
more
gonna
than
be-
that.
okay. People are going to
Well,
be.
let me respond to your. Let me respond to the rest of your question.
Sure.
What you're saying, I understand where you're coming from when you say it has been documented and there are confessions and so on. Let that speak for itself. But you don't see, your show is called Piers Morgan Uncensored.
Yep.
But the United Kingdom is censored and Europe is censored. And if you talk about these things, you will be put in jail in many countries. And I think that's where a lot of people start to say, well, if the truth is so clear and if there's such overwhelming evidence, why do you need to throw people in jail for disagreeing? And you yourself said, well, there is no debate. I think everything is debatable. I think everything at least should be debated. And if the evidence is very one-sided, let the evidence speak. Don't throw people in jail. So do you think that Holocaust denial laws should be overturned?
I don't particularly agree with Holocaust denial laws. I don't think people should be imprisoned.
Okay.
Well, because I have a blanket view now, which has evolved slightly actually over the years, that I have a blanket view that speech should not be criminalized, right? People should be allowed to say what they want to say, and they should be then made accountable for what they say. If you have an employer, they can make a view about whether you are the right kind of person they want for their employment, as they would make a decision about anything else you do in life. So I actually believe that speech should never be criminalized. It's my personal view. I understand why in places like Germany, they have strong laws about it because they want to move on from what they believe was the most shameful moment in their history. I understand that. Do I want that in my country?
That's wrong.
No. Am I appalled by what has been going on with free speech in the United Kingdom in the last 2 or 3 years? Absolutely. It is ridiculous that people have been frog marched to prison cells for stuff they put on social media, right? So yeah, I do. I think what is more interesting to me about our exchange is I was not expecting you to go the opposite way. I was not expecting you to
he
be so
doesn't even
emphatic
know he's just
that
fucking
at least
trolled
6 million Jews died in the Holocaust. And there'll be people watching this who I think will be very surprised by that, because you have built a reputation for being, if not a Holocaust denier, then somebody constantly questioning in a downward way the number of Jews who were murdered. That doesn't appear to be what your position is now.
No, and here's what I would like to see for my entire career. When I started my show, it started with a good faith inquiry where I was questioning a lot of these narratives. And I said, what is the answer on the other side? But what I found is that the answer was criminalized. So when you would talk about anything regarding Jews, Israel, the Holocaust, you could be in favor of the official narrative on those things. If you went against, you were banned, censored, and in some countries jailed. And so I actually haven't made up my mind on that because that's not really a matter of interest to me. And there's a lot of analysis and scholarship on both sides of the issue. And I've read both sides of the issue. And honestly, unfortunately, it's hard to judge because there has never been a debate
you
on
hear
it.
that?
And there's never been a debate.
I don't know what he said there, but that was a hot mic from Piers Morgan.
That was a hot mic moment.
That was he said
some-
Hitler. He said H
something.
word.
Where's the Austrian painter clip? Or
Yeah,
something?
yeah.
Because of the stigma, because of the censorship. And I think that
Basically, it's sounding like he's winning.
Draw
for a clip where he talks about Hitler.
This is quite literally an attempted hit job on Nick Fuentes.
It's a lot of people to say, well, what do they have to hide? Because you can say on your show, well, I'm personally against Holocaust denial laws, yet they still persist and the social consequences still persist. And I think that is the anomaly. And people have to wonder, okay, why is it that way? And what I said in that clip is the reason the Holocaust casts a long shadow is because it confers a political benefit upon organized Jewry. That is what they always fall back on.
Now listen,
they cannot be
listen,
criticized. They
to what
cannot
Piers
be
Morgan
named. They
says.
cannot be talked about, lest there be another Holocaust. And no other tragedy is treated that way. And no other ethnic group has a get out of jail free card. Just play that. Anti-Semitism and Holocaust. You can do whatever you want and defend all your actions. That's the part that people are getting upset with. That's the problem.
I don't know any right-minded person who believes that Jewish people weaponized the Holocaust. For
Okay, just take note of what Piers Morgan just said there. Okay, right. Just take note of that.
Their own personal get out of jail free or whatever you called it.
You don't know anyone that does that? That believes that?
I'm sure there are some people that do that, but it's such a ridiculous generalization. You know, the truth is that most Jewish people have lost relatives in the Holocaust. In fact, I want to play you.
Right.
I want to play you two.
Right.
One is where you talk about Adolf Hitler.
Oh, hang on. Okay. So here's the Hitler clip. This is what
Hitler was
This is what his.
He's like, draw for the Hitler clip.
Yeah. Draw for.
Pedophile and kind of a pagan. It's like, well, he was also really fucking cool. So, you know, time to grow up. We're not children anymore. Am I right? Am I right? Am I right, boys? Am I right? Let's go. He was also really fucking cool.
You regret saying that?
Saying a fact? No, that's absolutely true.
You think Hitler was very fucking cool?
Yes, I do.
One of them.
And I'm tired of pretending he's not.
Well,
to be honest.
This is the problem, you see. It's a bit like when you just say, I'm a racist. You're a racist, you think Hitler's cool, but you're not anti-Semitic. If you're a Jewish person watching this, what are they thinking? I'll tell you what they're thinking, because I've got a friend of mine called Danny
Right. So you would think, right, guys, you would think that what they're talking about now, like him questioning the Holocaust numbers, admitting he's a racist, which he did earlier in the show, admitting that he doesn't think women should be able to vote and things like that. You would think that was what caused the backlash, right? But what Piers Morgan proceeds to do now is bring on some English Jew called Danny Finkelstein, who is a writer for the Times newspaper, right? And this is what caused the backlash because he's got a book. He's an author as well. He's got a book out.
Probably a book about the Holocaust or something.
As a side note, in what he says here, he uses this as a little plug for his book, which is shameless. And Piers Morgan just admitted he doesn't know anyone that uses the Holocaust, any Jews that use the Holocaust for their benefit or anything like. He just said that, and then he's bringing on a Jew, which is like doing a video complaining, but secondly doing a shameless book plug. But that's not the reason I'm showing. But this is what caused the back whip here is bringing this dude on, and we'll get to why afterwards, right? And we'll show a few clips from Nick's follow-up Rumble show, his live stream about this afterwards. There's a couple of clips I want to show.
Who, when he heard I was interviewing you, he's a Times journalist in the UK, very eminent journalist here, and author, who wrote a book about his own family's experiences at the hands of Hitler and Stalin, because you also told Tucker Carlson that you admire Stalin. But let's just take what Danny said here.
Hi Piers, it's Danny Finkelstein here. As you're interviewing Nick Fuentes, you might try suggesting to him that he reads my book, Hitler, Stalin, Mum and Dad. It's called Two Roads Home in the United States. Since he says he's on Team Hitler, you might like to ask him about the fact that Hitler arrested my mum, tried to starve my mum to death, did starve my grandmother to death, sent my great aunt to the gas chamber, my great uncle, my cousin. My grandmother on my father's side ended up being 1 out of 7 children, the only one that survived the war. So you might ask him whether he wouldn't rather be on Team Mum rather than Team Hitler. And as for celebrating Stalin's birthday, well, Stalin took my father, sent him to a state collective farm, sent my grandmother and to a state collective farm, sent my grandfather to the Gulag. You might try asking him why he doesn't celebrate Dad's birthday rather than Stalin's. It may all be a big joke to him, but he complains that he was 18 when someone tried to cancel him. Well, Stalin and Hitler arrested my mum and my dad when they were 10 years old. So perhaps he might like to reconsider his joke.
See, that's the reality of your jokes, although I haven't ascertained yet whether you are joking when you say that Hitler was very fucking cool. Are you joking, or do you actually think he was very fucking cool? The most genocidal monster of the last 150 years?
Yeah, the thing is, my generation, we're just done with the pearl clutching. You know,
Yeah,
we're-
you
we
might be,
make
but then your
edgy-
generation hasn't gone through what Danny Finkelstein's family went through. So
Yeah.
maybe the pearl clutching has a way to go for families whose family members.
Oh my
were
God!
murdered.
Look at this.
We got all that. We, you know, me mom. Like we're, you know, I don't even know who this person is. Why is this person talking to me? This old British guy is saying me mom got killed by Hitler.
Because
and
he
me
doesn't
dad
find
got
it
killed
funny
by-
when you say Hitler's very fucking
I don't
cool.
care.
He finds
I don't
I know you
care.
don't care. That's fine. You don't have to care. But he does
this
care.
is what I mean.
guy care
Like, Piers
about
can't
America?
handle
Does that
this.
guy
That
care
he's got
about
no
me and-
shame. He doesn't give a fuck.
I'm going to say this, even by a normie standards that certainly doesn't watch Rise Above, that certainly doesn't know who Fuentano is and just watches this show, even by their standards, they must have thought that that was a bit weird, lame, cringe. Just bring out a random Jewish author called Danny Finkelstein,
who's never spoken to Nick, not even like have
to
no
represent
interaction with
all
him ever.
Jewish people, say that all, you know, to say something as reductive and stupid as my mum and dad were. These were his literal words. My mum and dad were arrested by Hitler and Stalin when they were 10 years old.
They personally came together.
Yeah, at the same time, like, you know,
walked them off to the gulag.
That is like literally just a stupid story
It's
that
so
you tell
cringe.
the
It's
goyim
so
to make them
cringe.
feel bad.
And
It's so
like,
stupid.
The other reason it's retarded is because Nick's show is called America First. He talks predominantly. Okay, he does talk occasionally about other countries, but he talks predominantly about Israel's interference with American politics. That's the crux of it. So why the fuck Piers has brought an English Jew on, like, to fucking moan at him is just pathetic.
It's like
it really is.
It's like they're just feeding him fuel to
Yeah, it is. That's what I mean. This was
to create more Fuentano.
Everything Piers did in this whole interview for 2 hours just completely backfired in every way.
My country and my family? No.
He
the guy
cares what you, a
that's the
prominent
problem.
conservative in America, has to say about Adolf Hitler. And what do you mean by Hitler is very
this is
fucking
great.
cool?
This is great.
Because I think he's very fucking a monster.
And that's a clip. He's very fucking a monster. Do you hear yourself?
Yeah,
I mean,
do.
can we all grow up?
I do.
Can we all grow
He
up?
murdered
That is
12
just
million
childish.
people. He murdered 12 million
Okay.
people. What is
lucky
very
Piers.
fucking cool about that? Tell me.
The edits, it's just cool. The uniforms, the parades, it's cool as a guy. You look at World War II, and it's fascinating and it's interesting and it's compelling and it's cool. And you know, we're just tired of saying these kinds of things. We want to talk like real people and give our honest opinions. And then we literally get an old Jewish guy from England who's going to say, "Oh, that's not very funny, mate. Me mom," and it's like, shut up, like. You know, no one is in favor of genocide. So let's just get that out of the way. We're not in favor of a Holocaust or genocide.
Do you think if half your family had been,
ago.
you think if half your family had been wiped out by very fucking cool Hitler, you'd still think he was very fucking cool? Or would you think that actually he was a despicable monster who murdered 12 million people, who targeted people because they were disabled or Jewish or Romani Gypsy or whatever it may be, and that he systematically destroyed people, incinerated them in gas chambers? Do you think that you would find it very fucking cool if your family...
Wait a minute, you don't incinerate.
Yeah,
people
I
in
know.
gas chambers.
It was so cringe.
That's the same as like my mum got arrested by Hitler and
Yeah,
Stalin at the
it's
same time
equally as cringe.
when she was 10.
Equally as cringe.
It's like
It's
literally
pathetic.
Goyim story time.
Yeah, slop. Goy slop.
It's Goy slop.
Goy slop. Yeah, yeah,
Right,
it's goy
you
slop.
see in the video when they do like S tier.
Yeah, it's goy slop.
family
This
had
is
been
so
through
From a
that?
trough.
Or do you think you would find
I
it
just want to
very
say
fucking...
you're getting a real taste of Patreon tonight.
Yeah, this is
here. So make sure. Let's just get the QR code on the screen because
It's £3, guys. $3.33.
But it-
Like, it's fuck all.
But you,
Come on.
but you can sign up for free. For people that are skeptical, we must let you know you can sign up for free, and there is free content on our Patreon, including the special report I'm doing tonight, which is talking about Chinese special economic zones. That's talking about cyber slavery. I'm doing a special report tonight. You need to be on Patreon for that at 9 o'clock. Let's carry on with Piers Morgan and Fuentano.
fucking disgusting. And perhaps moderate the number of times you laugh about it.
He's just
or
smiling
want to
at him.
joke about it, or want to abuse someone like Danny Finkelstein, who's written incredibly
Danny
powerful books
Finkelstein,
about
like,
what
the
happened
name.
to
You
his
couldn't have brought
extended
someone on
family
with a better
at
name.
the hands of the Nazis
Like less
and your other
Jewish
hero,
name.
Stalin. See, my point to you, Nick Fuentes, is that in parts of this interview, you try to come across as moderate, but every now and again the mask slips, and it slipped again here with what you say about Hitler. There's nothing very fucking cool about Hitler. We know that from history now. We know what he did. You've already conceded that he murdered at least 6 million Jews. So when you say he's very fucking cool, Jewish people watch this and go, this guy's disgusting. Why would he say this about someone who perpetrated such an evil? And what's the real answer? Why do you? Is it just for clicks? Is it for money? Is it just for fun? For shits and giggles? What is it? What motivates you to say something like Hitler was very fucking cool?
It's for this. It's for all of this. And the lack of self-awareness is amazing. You're a boomer. You're a 60-year-old boomer, and we've spent maybe...
This is the important bit,
Yeah.
This, for anyone that is still thinking, why are they bothering with this Fuentenol character? This is why.
It's great. It's comedy
apart
gold.
From it's comedy gold. Yeah, I don't agree with everything this guy says. He's like a Catholic and everything. Anyway, what he is culturally representing is very, very important, and it's about what he's about to explain here, basically.
3 minutes on you saying he's a really fucking monster. He incinerated people. And I'm sitting here saying it's not that serious. It's not that deep. And
not that
and what
serious.
I'm getting at.
Not that serious.
Do you want to say more about
Well,
he's a monster?
You're not a kid yourself anymore. You're not a teenager.
I know.
Right? You're,
I know.
You're nearly 30, to be clear.
Yeah.
Okay?
You're not his
a
dad. He
fully
sounds
formed
like his
adult
dad.
Who has a brain, right? And at some stage, that brain has taken you off these rabbit
Is this an
warrens.
interview or is this a lecture? Can I respond to what you're saying?
I want you
in
to
full?
I want you to explain why you think it's fine to say how fucking cool Hitler is and to dismiss the very powerful 90 seconds from a British journalist who lost a lot of family members.
Powerful 90 seconds.
Powerful 90
Danny
seconds.
Finkelstein.
And he's sitting in his kitchen.
Yeah.
Saying, me mum.
You got to buy me book about the Holocaust.
Yeah, fuck off.
Just to the Nazis in such a callous, dismissive manner.
I don't think it's powerful. I think we've been hearing that our entire lives. Okay, the Schindler's List. Let's just be honest. The propaganda is over the top. We have been brought in America.
What about
and
the Schindler's
everywhere.
List?
Hey,
Tell me about the Schindler's List. Well, tell me about the Schindler's List.
I'll tell you about it. We have been browbeaten as a people, as Americans, as Westerners, for our entire lives. And do you know what this has done? It has taken away any sense of pride, any sense of love for our own civilization. We have been made the villain in our own story. We have been made because, well, let's just be clear. It doesn't begin and end with Hitler is a monster. This has been the political narrative, which is why we have thrown open the borders. This is a political narrative, which is why we can't be a conservative society as a whole anymore, why we can't be proud of Europeans, why we can't be proud of being Christian, because they've told us if you're too white and too proud and too Christian, it's going to lead to a Holocaust. And so my generation, our entire
what a crock
lives,
of shit,
wait,
honestly,
no,
Nick
it's true,
Fuentes,
and that's what people like me. That's why I'm popular, because it's
He's
bullshit.
had his Jewish producer. I know one of his producers Jewish because he's admitted it. He's said on the show before. He's had his Jewish producer in his ear saying, fucking stop, just fucking say anything, just stop.
This is why I personally think Fuentenol is such an important phenomenon, because what happens is if for at least one whole generation you absolutely demoralize a bunch of young males, telling them that they're racist, they're bigot, they're toxic, etc., once that has peaked and it has worn off and it doesn't work
Once
anymore,
the pendulum's gone all the way
the other, you're left with,
all the way to the left.
Yeah, once the pendulum swings all the way back, what you're left with is pure uncut Fuentenol.
Yeah. Now Charlie Kirk's not here to moderate anything.
Charlie Kirk.
The negotiator, they killed the negotiator. The negotiator's gone.
That meme was incredible. Charlie Kirk was the damn wall holding up the tidal wave.
That's the best meme I've seen of 2020. And this was the best interview I've seen. The best bit of content I've seen in 2025. This interview here.
Honestly,
yeah, it's a crock. We don't want to hear any more about me mom and me dad. That's a crock of shit.
No, listen. What you just said is a crock of shit. And you
it's
know
true.
it.
It's
and
called the open society.
In your gut, you know it is. You weaponize this stuff.
You know.
You weaponize this stuff for money, but you know when you say something like what you just said.
I'm banned from banking. I'm banned from banking and credit cards. You know who you're talking to? I do it for money.
And by the
How
way,
much money you
and by
make?
the
Your
way,
company's
that
worth
shouldn't-
$100 million.
and by-
Your country. Your company's worth $100 million. I was banned from Bank of America.
And you shouldn't
I'm
have
banned from
been.
processing credit cards.
And you shouldn't have been.
But I am. So don't tell me I'm doing it for money.
Well, ask me my opinion about that. I'll tell you you
Right,
shouldn't have
so
been.
that's
I don't
enough
agree
of
with
this
that. What
for,
happened
for
to
now.
you?
Right now, we're just gonna, if we go over to Rumble, Lance, right, we're just gonna have a little look at what Nick had to say on his own stream about how it went. He did a full follow up, so he says it should be poised ready. We might get an advert, guys. So
Judge.
apologies if we do.
Pleading with him. You can't plead. It's like, this is a tabloid. You don't have moral authority over me. Who are you? So you turn it into you clip farm. You turn it into a silly thing. You have as much contempt for it as he has for you. And you match the energy.
Problem solved. Sent $25. The Pope is going to condemn you? Says the guy who doesn't even understand what it means to be Catholic. He should go to confession before receiving communion again after what he said today.
Yeah, that was crazy. Oh, the Pope is going to condemn you. You're not a real Catholic. And then 2 seconds later, well, I disagree with the Catholic Church. You believe everything in the Bible? I think women should be priests. It's like, okay, bro. Yeah, that was crazy.
Thomas Cruz sent $100. You killed it on Piers. Pecan JF.
Thank you for the big
100
super
emoji.
chat. I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
MC Groiper sent $20. I am an investment banker. Just heard Paramount launched a hospital takeover.
Oh, I think I've got the wrong deal here.
Have you got the wrong timing?
This
is just where he's reading out the
yeah,
super
yeah,
chats.
but it is from
Netflix has offered to
one
buy
of the
Warner
super
Brothers.
chats.
Deal is
One
being
sec.
financed by $54 billion debt from Bowie and Apollo, $41 billion equity from the Ellison family, and Jared Kushner's private equity firm is providing further financing.
No
Big shit
way.
going down on Wall Street.
Is that real? I know that that's happening. We'll probably Netflix jumped in. Almost just like Beyond Para. Almost just like almost CBS, TikTok, Paramount, Sky, CBS.
I got the wrong time.
Almost just like Beyond Parody. That's like World Jewry is buying the media. Breaking news: World Jewry is buying the media. Like Jared Kushner, Bill Ackman, Larry Ellison.
Oh fuck! Sorry, Lance. Go to 4 hours 9 minutes 23. That's it. Sorry, guys. I got the
4
wrong time.
hours 9 minutes.
9 minutes. Yeah. I got the wrong time there.
Killed JFK. That doesn't matter.
This is 10 seconds before.
That's fine.
So we're just, I
think it was
cannot
this
even
super chat
contain my
which he's-
irritation with that.
Girthy Groiper sent $50. How about another joke, Piers? What do you get when you cross me mum with really fucking monster Hitler? You get at least $6 million.
Yeah, here
That
it
was
is. Yeah.
awesome.
No, right.
When he says, I don't think he's really fucking cool. He's a really fucking monster. That was like, oh my, I just had to stop. I'm like, do you hear yourself? It reminds me of that clip. Remember when, who was it that went on TV and the guy was complaining about the child separation at the border? And the guy said, womp, womp. Remember that? And the leftoid goes, how dare you? How absolutely dare you? It was like flashbacks. Flashbacks. I'm getting notes of Megyn Kelly. That had the same, all of that interview had the same tempo as like, you've called women you don't like slobs, pigs, dogs. That had the same energy as, it's certainly a good thing that we don't have a president with the temperament like Donald Trump in charge, or whatever the thing was from Hillary Clinton, because you'd be in jail. How dare you? How absolutely dare you? That's like a deep cut. That's from 2018. Remember that? How absolutely dare you?
There's the thing that he's just gloating at this point because now he's now in a position where where any of these people try to like tackle him or take him on, they're in his territory. And he is just going to make it.
It's unbelievably
viral
cringe.
clip after viral clip.
Yeah, it is. It's
And listen, guys. Again, I'm not down with everything that Nick Fuentes says. What we're doing here is we are observing a very significant cultural phenomenon, appreciating that it is also quite hilarious.
Right, Lance, if you just go to your WhatsApp, I just WhatsApped you.
Right.
Now we're just going to play, I'm going to play the clip now from the fallout from Danny Finkelstein.
What, this latest one?
What's caused all the trouble.
You really caught the attention of the world.
Here we go.
Peace. I think me mum would really love you and I don't vote anyway.
Me mum Me and mom died in the Holly. You know, British people probably have some stupid word for the Holocaust, like how they call television the telly. You know, they have like a stupid word for everything. Me mom died in the Pubble Gwimshits. Me mommy died in the, you know. Yeah. That's good. That was funny. No, but I appreciate it. W. Groy Betts, he said at the end, he's like, women don't want to touch you. It's like, unfortunately, many women do want to touch me. I'm trying to keep them away
Just
from
F0
me.
Space Cowboy sent 20.
So the mum died in the Holly thing. That's why I got blocked by Piers
Mate,
Morgan.
I've seen memes of people that have put Danny Finkelstein's face on a bar of soap.
Yeah, well, one second, Lance. If you just go to your WhatsApp again, I've just sent you this. Now, this is what Danny Finkelstein himself had to say about it. He's gone and done a few podcasts now. So this is what he had to say.
I bet he sold a few of his.
Oh no! Come on now. Try it again.
Look at the people in the comments.
I know, it's unbelievable.
What's going on?
Try it again. Try it again. It works on my phone.
Why does it do this? Yeah, look, it's even saying before I've logged in. The comments are there. Everyone in the comments is absolutely ripping it into him. Me mum died in the Holly. The lampshade.
I'm
thing.
going to put it up to the microphone here. I'm going to put it up. So this is. It
was about my parents. You know, your mum is a pair of shoes, your dad's a lampshade. There was one tweet with my dad's, which I found particularly unpleasant, with my dad's head on a lampshade. There were hundreds of me mum died in the Holly, right? Which is something that Fuentes has said subsequently on one of his broadcasts.
So that's what Danny Finkelstein had to say about it, and that's what's caused all the uproar. People have made full tunes with AI called "My Mum Died in the Holly." The other thing is, if you go to just go on to Google, just go to Google front page, Lance.
What?
Just go to Google front page, just so everyone can see it here. Right now, type in "me mom."
Right.
Me mom. And then M-O-M. No, it's American. M-O-M. Oh, it's tops. It was coming up with me mum.
No, wait, sorry. No, we're not using the correct search engine.
Right.
Hold on.
Make sure the peasants can see it. That's it. Type in me mom.
And then we just make it bigger as
Let's
well.
see if it still comes up.
Maximise. So, me
mom. M-O-M. M-O-M. Come on. Oh, it's taking it down. It was coming up with me mum died in the Holly. It would like auto. Yeah, there it is. Look. Me mum died in the Holly. It's like
Google search.
It's gone fucking massive.
All right. So, what's the first thing that comes up? Let's go see what.
It'll be an AI tune.
Oh, okay, right. So it's from the song. Should we play the song?
Yeah, play the song.
Wealth. It's not about the money.
The quiet moments that cost nothing.
Danny Finkelstein must be absolutely fuming.
Oh my god.
Then there's a lampshade box.
New classics record.
Oh, me mum was such a happy gal, me daddy was so jolly. I love to tell the story how they both died in the Holly. I yap about the gassing with every chance I get. Don't know why you're laughing, I ain't even started yet. Oh, hi, tie, tiddly-dee, oh no, me gosh, me
Oh my god.
yes, high five, fiddly-fee, me mum died in the Holly.
It's amazing.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Like there's loads of them. There's literally loads of them. If you go to YouTube, there's loads of AI songs of my mum died in the Holly. So that is my my favourite talking point from from what's been going on. Right, Michael.
Okay, so that was the Fuentes talking point.
Yes.
Let's put that into perspective. What we're really framing that in is this cultural phenomenon of open anti-Semitism being discussed, certain historical narratives being questioned that weren't allowed to be questioned before, and basically Fuentes saying a lot of things that simply haven't been said for a very long time, and it is a big cultural marker that the discourse on Israel, small hats is changing, has
Yes,
changed.
it is, and it's a lot.
Yeah.
We've got someone says someone in the chat 1.5 hours of hate.
But we've only been
Stanley Milgram.
We've only been broadcasting
Yeah, but
1 hour, 5
is
minutes.
Is he talking about Piers Morgan? And it was 2 hours.
I don't think he's talking about us. We've
I
only been
don't know.
broadcasting
I
for
don't
just
know.
over an hour.
Like, come on, guys.
And we don't hate anyone.
No,
we do,
no.
At best, we take the piss out of people.
Yeah, right. My second talking point is let's just get off the screen.
Big screen, that one.
Yeah. My second talking point.
I'll sort this out. You carry
is the Bondi Beach shooting.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Let's talk about
Everyone's seen all of the footage of and the guy that was allegedly involved with the 9/11 fallout videos, talk to the news and stuff like that. It was the same guy, and then there was like his bandages. There was all stuff about his bandages and the blood on him. There was pictures allegedly there were AI and stuff, but we all know what happened. There was a shooting at Bondi Beach in Australia. Now, what I'm going to talk about more.
I'm just going to go. I'm just looking through Patreon.
No, Michael. I've got it. I'm sending it over to you. What I'm going to talk about more is the fallout from it.
Okay.
The fallout from what's happened to it. So I'm going to.
What about people saying whether it was a false flag or not?
No. I'm going to talk about what is rising in Australia. For that, I'm going to start actually, Lance. I'm just going to send this to you personally on the personal WhatsApp. We'll start with this just to lighten the mood.
Okay, let me just.
And it will be the first time we've showcased.
Is that screen swapping over? Yeah.
Right at the bottom, Lance. Right at the bottom.
Right at the bottom. Right.
It's the first time we showcased Rabbi Shmuley.
In 2026.
Yeah. In 2026.
Oh, great. So let's see what Shmuley's got to say.
Rabbi Shmuley says anti-Semitism is embedded in the DNA of European nations.
Wow.
That includes Australia because it's a European. Like he's talking about white nations. That's what he's
big
talking
shout!
about.
We've got some Australian viewers right now. Big shout to Seven at
Awesome,
Ravenwolf.
awesome. We're talking about the
good
Aussies
morning.
now.
Good morning to everyone in Australia.
Feel free to chime in and jump in the comments. Maybe in the put in capitals or something like that. If we're wrong about what's right, Lance, I'm going to send this over to you now. So, what's been going on in Australia since the shooting? Hit that one, Michael. There you go. That
This
one's
one,
at the
yeah.
bottom,
We've only got like at most 10 minutes left
That's
on this
fine,
broadcast
that's fine.
before we go over
It's
to
just-
Patreon.
it's just a few
So
clips.
last chance, guys, to sub to Patreon for free
during the day
for the 9 o'clock broadcast.
Yeah, the group's leader, Thomas Sewell.
Well, what do you hope changes?
Stop immigration.
Is there a limit, or what are you talking about?
Stopping immigration.
With his Helly Hansen gear
Stop
there.
immigration, yeah. Some people say 5 years, some people say 20 years. Let's stop immigration so we can create a nation. We don't have a nation at the moment. We've got a halfway house for the world.
Violent, angry ratbags, and we are not going to let them define us as a city. You know, tomorrow is another day, and Melbourne, I would expect, will return to being the beautiful, wonderful city that we know and love. But today was a bad day for our city. I don't think Melbourne was unique, though, in seeing ugly scenes today, as you just reported to your viewers. That rally in Adelaide had ugly scenes as well, with someone holding up a poster supporting Desi Freeman, the accused cop killer. In Brisbane, we had scenes of neo-Nazis fighting.
So
one sec.
So Australia.
The
rise.
I'm not saying
of the far
that
right.
he's talking about.
I've seen interviews
Yeah,
with
yeah,
this
so-
guy.
so
He's an open fan of the Australian painter.
This is he always wears a Helly Hansen gear. This is what's happening in Australia. Not right now, but in general.
Sometimes in life, you have to fight. Sometimes in life, there is a struggle. But when you're in a fight with people that hate this country, sometimes you have to learn to make friends. I am aware of the fact that we are a controversial and antagonistic group. I'm aware that the average Australian watching on television doesn't understand what we're doing all the time. But today our men stood at the front of the march, and when the Palestinians and the communists came charging out the Aussie flags, it was our men that fought back. Australia is in a fight for its survival. And everything that we do is for Australia. It's for our nation. I get asked all the time, what does it mean to be Australian? And I say to them that Australia is not a passport, it's not a piece of paper, it is a folk, it is a people, it is born, it is bred, and it belongs to us. If we want to secure our Australia, then we have to stop immigration and become a nation once again.
It's like he's literally learned how to speak like the Austrian painter as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, I know.
Like he's got an Austrian painter mustache.
So we've had enough of that, Lance. If you just go back to the WhatsApp.
Okay.
And then if you go down, hit on that one. This is another gentleman which I've got my eye on at the moment in Australia. He's becoming very big. We're just going
Ozpil.
Ozpil is his channel here. He's called a Nazi. Let's have a look at He makes provocative videos. He's been. Let's have a little look at this.
Who did the Australian government decide to deport? Was it the guy who sexually assaulted 17 women in a nightclub? Was it the remorseless serial rapist? Or was it a guy who sent mean tweets? Well, it wasn't the guy who assaulted 17 women. It wasn't the remorseless serial rapist. It was the guy who sent mean tweets and had been in Australia for over a decade with a wife and kids. That's who they're using their extraordinary ministerial powers on. The guy who sent mean tweets. Basically, being white and far right is worse than being a serial rapist, according to this government. Who did the Australian
So
it looks like the tide has turned in Australia, and now everything that
and
we
you've
were
got
seeing in Europe.
You've got Fuentes in the States.
Yeah.
Let me just see if I can find. There's one more here. There was a march. Sorry.
Oh, he's met up with that Hermes guy.
Yeah. They did a couple of things together online, but he's currently promoting a march for Australia, which is coming, which is kind of like what Tommy Robinson was doing here. And Becky's just sent me a message. She says that's Tozzy Robinson.
Tozzy.
Aussie to Aussie Robinson.
Aussie Robinson. Right, I've got it.
And there was a protest.
Is this guy pro-Israel though?
No, he's not. No.
So he's not Ozzy Rubenstein.
No, he's not. There was
Ozzy Osbourne.
There was a protest, and he went there. Here it is.
We don't want you here.
I'm here to see elected representative speak.
Yeah, no, but we know we've already said we don't want Nazis here.
I'm not a Nazi.
You are.
No, I'm not. I'm an Australian nationalist.
Yeah. Well, we don't want Australian nationalists here.
You don't want Australian nationalists?
Yeah, not
Welcome
your
to Put
brand.
Australia First. No Australian nationalists on the behalf of the
that's
Australian peacemakers.
Yeah. Good on you, mate. Good on you. We know you're a Nazi.
What are you touching?
What does the HH stand for?
Helly Hansen, it's a well-renowned sports brand.
I know. You all seem to be matching. You're cute like that, you Nazis of 2025.
What are you talking about?
No one knows. We don't know what the HH stands for.
What jacket are you wearing? North Face.
What does HH stand for, guys?
Helly Hansen. This guy's like schizophrenic or something.
You all wear matching clothes.
Schizophrenics, I see Pat.
So they won't let him into the protest. This is like a right-wing protest in Australia against the government.
We've played another video of this happening, and Avi Yemeni is doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Someone else.
Yeah.
He's definitely like an Australian CIA agent.
Yeah, of course he is. Yeah.
100%.
He's where they are and just kind of like spits out.
He's Ozzy Rubenstein.
Are you an Australian?
That guy,
and he's brown.
He's a proper.
So this
he's a proper Jew.
I forget this guy's name.
Ozpil.
Yeah, Ozpil. He's all about white nationalism, the same as the clip I just showed of the other HH lover. They're all about white Australian nationalism, where this guy is about not white nationalism, but nationalism, but not white.
He's still a right.
Still right wing, the same as Tommy Robinson. Tommy Robinson's still fine with Jamaicans and fucking.
Tommy Robinson's cool with him, isn't he? Well, yeah, they both work for Rebel Media.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's Well, or do they? Or do they work for CIA, Michael?
Yeah,
Another. You wait for Sunday night, guys, for that. But
Love Australia.
Put Australia first.
Of course.
You never flee Australia, even if it got bad.
Mate, just came from America, sucking up to the. Like you were literally on your knees.
Where did you just
for
come
white
from? Sorry, where did you
nationalism.
just come from?
Yeah, so
Where was your last trip overseas?
Israel. God bless Israel.
God bless America.
Australia.
God bless the
God bless
Anglosphere.
America.
God bless the British-speaking race. God
The
bless
ones that
men
beat the
who built
Nazis.
America.
God bless the
see
West.
again,
that
look, see
beat
what
the
he's doing. He's bringing it back to race. He's forcing the race, same as Fuentes. He's
Yeah.
forcing it about race.
Yeah.
And he's boxing people
And
in.
then this guy calls him a Nazi
yeah,
for saying
yeah,
he's white.
yeah. That's it. That's
Nazis.
it.
Amen. Amen to that.
Yeah, God bless the English-speaking race. The men who built America,
shut
Australia,
up.
England.
Just
Idiots.
go, you are
do you not
absolute
bless the
moron.
English-speaking race that built this
You
country?
just, you
do you
just
call
a
yourself? Are you
moron.
Australian?
Yeah,
do you call yourself an
piss off.
Australian?
Just piss off.
No Australian nationalists allowed.
You're not allowed. We don't want you here.
You're a
fake Australian nationalist. You are a Nazi.
I'm the fake Australian.
You're a
nationalist.
Nazi. You're hiding behind the flag.
Wait,
you're
wait,
lying
wait.
about it too. The Hitler agenda.
Okay. Which army did you fight for? Did you fight for the Australian army or who did you fight for?
Mate, at least I fought for an army. What did you do? You're a
But
keyboard
what
warrior.
army-
You sit in your house with your HH.
For the audience,
Mate,
which army did you fight for?
The Australian diggers, our heroes, fought, bled, and died
fought in the IDF,
defeating
didn't
your
he?
dumb ideology.
They actually fought for a one Australia.
Right, shit. We've got to pull this up. Do you know why? Because in literally in less than 10 minutes.
Go on, Michael. We got a minute left.
All right, okay.
Look, they're pushing away.
No Australian nationalists allowed at the Australia First rally.
Yes, he's a neo-Nazi.
He's a neo-Nazi.
I'm actually not.
I've asked him, I'm going to ask you guys the same thing. Let's do it respectfully without confrontation. I don't mind who's on what side of what conflict if I don't need to know. I'm asking everybody to do it without causing confrontation. So can you stand over there, you can stand here, we don't have to have conflict.
But this dude's massive. Ozpil's massive.
Yeah.
He's massive. He's got a massive following.
I don't think that's asking a lot, guys.
We don't want you here.
So that's it. He knows that they're trying to subvert the right over there. The same as Nick knows that they're trying to subvert the technocrats are trying to subvert the right in the
I'm
States.
just trying to move.
And then Tommy Robinson is trying to
There we go.
subvert the right over here with the likes of like Constant Kissin, another Jew, Russian Jew, and people like Andrew Gold.
They're trying to split the right between the nationalist white right and the multicultural.
And they're all
right.
Israeli shills. Andrew Gold, fucking Liam Tufts, Tommy Robinson, Constantine. They're all Israeli shills, all of them. And they're trying to sway the right. This is happening in every white country. I can't speak for France and that because I don't know what's going on.
2026 is going to be a religious like race war pandemic of nationalism and
guys, you really need to check out the follow on from this. You really need to check out my presentation that we recorded before we went live tonight about Nick Griffin, which is going to be released this Sunday.
Yeah, that's really fucking important.
Really important and links up with what's been going on here.
Right, so guys, that concludes live for tonight. We'll be back in 2 weeks on YouTube, maybe for an hour or so. And once again, we'll do the same thing. We'll take it over to Patreon after.
But it's free tonight on Patreon.
Tonight, Patreon.
You can just switch over, guys.
So I'm going to put the QR code on the screen. All you need to do is sign up to Patreon like any other social media or platform or whatever.
There's 195 peasants tuned in. We expect the rest over there.
Sign up
for
for free.
It's all there for free.
Sign up for free. Click the link. We'll go live at 9. And I'm going to give you the full scoop on the pig butchering scam, the cyber slavery factories, Thailand's fight against it, the information war.
Let me tell you, unbelievable.
Oh, Michael. And a personal insight into how I know a little bit about the Golden Triangle. Right, so, gosh, we're gonna say see you guys on Patreon. We're going to have just enough time to get another drink and go to the toilet.
It's clearly racist.
So we're going to leave this one going live. We're going to turn the screen off. See you guys on Patreon at 9 o'clock.
Far right thugs.